So we're going to get started with detailing this now. I'm just going to shift this over a little bit. I think that you'll be able to see more. I can't get this camera to, oh, there I can. There I can, yeah. So I have a wet palette here. This is what I use for putting decals on. And I want to put some caution lines come on, behave yourself, behave yourself, behave yourself. And where is my, this is my softener, this is my setter. And I'm just going to give that a good shake. And now I'm going to take a little bit of this and just put it over top. And so now the next, I'm going to put this one back here. I'll take this one here because it's good and wet. I don't really like doing decals. I always have a tendency to get them broken somehow. There we go. And what was I using? I was using the setter. So we'll just open another over top of that. And actually, we should be doing it this way. Come on. Oh, that's pretty well lined up. All right. A little extra here. Again. And I'll slide this. Keep sliding. Where we go. Just get a soft cloth here, and so we have that there. And that means we can now close up this, get it out of the way, and so now we're going to start detailing the inside of the engine shed, and that's like tool benches and racks and storage stuff, all that kind of stuff. So okay, you can see that clearly now. I just want to make sure before we start. And we obviously have to do this before we assemble the whole building on top of it, because there's no way putting it in afterwards. So here we go. Oh, I'll get my little super glue. Blue putty out of the way here. Now these big workbenches that I'm putting in right now, I designed them myself in Tinkercad. They're just rectangles. I mean, at this scale, and once the roof and everything's on, you're really not going to be able to tell. Well, they will, and again, more blue tack in the way. So again, super glue on the bottom. Now they're not painted on the bottom, so the super glue is actually gluing to the floor here. And you'll notice that I'm not putting them right up against the edge here. I have a fear that what's going to happen is that I'll have everything glued down and the building won't sit properly. So what I did was I marked a pencil line all the way down that I know the building doesn't touch, and that way I can. Oops. Now I'm just going to move this little tray over so you can see. This is all of the bits and pieces that are going to go inside. So I have some large tanks, and again, they're not painted on the bottom, so they will stick. Okay. So they will stick, he says. I'm just making this up as I go along. There's no rhyme or reason for this. I just want there to be stuff on the inside. And once again, obviously, that unless I have a guest over and I want to show them the interior, the only way you're going to be able to see any of this stuff is through the windows. I don't want you there. I want you out here. Yeah, like that. Now, some of these have already painted, and some I still have to paint. So I'm not going to bore you with the painting of tiny little things. Now, these are little toolboxes. Some of them have open doors, and some of them don't. They're going to go on top of those red things. I'm just digging them out of here. I'm just going to double check that you're actually seeing this. Yeah, you are. Okay, I did focus it. But I'm not going to put these on right now because I want to paint the top of all of those black. I'm just showing you. There we go. There we go. So we have an upright compressor here. I'm going to put at the end of one of the tables. I have a little dolly. And I have a pallet jack. See, check and see which way that goes. I think it goes, yes, it goes that way. I'm going to make sure that I put it down with the wheels. There. I have an acetylene torch set here. Maybe we'll put that over here. Didn't get enough glue. What do we got here? Oh, we got another acetylene set, so we'll put it on the other side. And I had tweezers for a reason, and I wasn't using them. Here we go. All right. We have a small compressor here and a small compressor here, so we'll put them down. We'll put that on the. And again, I think I'm going to be smarter this time around and use tweezers. That just hopped away from me like a little grasshopper. And I think, oh yes, I did have another one. Pick up a little bit more glue. Dab it on. All right. I've got two forklifts that need to be painted, and like I say, I've got racks. I'll just show you what they look like. I have a crate with a tarp over top. It's going to go on the outside of the building. I've got another work table here. I don't know what this is. I think it's a load for the forklift. All right. Now, so I'm going to get rid of these, put them back in the tray. And I'm going to put these back in the tray. Now, Where did that go? There it is. Okay, that one's a good, well, it doesn't really matter. And this one's a good shape, so we'll save those for outside. So now we got to put in the work stands for the so they can get up and work on the diesels. So pick this up, and I'm putting the glue on using a tiny Q-tip or cotton swab, depending on what country you're living in. Now, where's my need? I need my track gauge. So I'm going to take my track gauge here. I'm going to put it down. And put it down again here. Right. Now, where'd my beautiful big red diesel go? There you are, buddy. All right. And grab another one here. I've got to no, I'm only going to put two in, and I'm going to put them in the middle. It gives people space to walk around these things. So, and like I say, I'm building this on the fly. I didn't draw up plans and stuff. I'm working with the size of the models I have. And the size of the space that I can fill. And you see, they didn't make this model with the intent, I don't think, to have there be an interior. Where'd you go? There you are. There's that. So like I say, I'm going to have to, there's other things I want to put in. I've got a tank here that I want to put down on the outside, another tank that I want to put on the outside. Like that. I've got a yellow tank that I wanted to put on the inside, but that's going to block the door there, so it's going to go in this corner over here. And pick up a little glue. And before I do that, I have to run off and sand the bottom on this thing. That'll take 2 seconds on my belt sander. I have a reasonably big-sized belt sander, so like I say. And the only thing that I wasn't doing there that I normally do is stick a mask on so I don't breathe the damn resin from the model. Well, that's in there now. All right. So we're going to call it quits here, and I'm going to go off and paint and paint all the other bits and pieces to put in. And I'm going to put them in, and we'll will be set. There's a couple of things I want to talk about though. Where are they? Oh, they're on the. So I got some roof vents here that are going to go on. They're extra roof vents. They didn't come with the kit. I have a box, storage container filled with bits and pieces from left over from other models. And this, sorry, I probably didn't show you those because the camera's here. So those are those. And then on the outside, on either side of the door, these are signal lights. And they're going to have, one of them's going to have a green light in it, indicating that the bay is open. And one of them's going to have a red light in it. And this diesel does not work. The whole front end undercarriage was part of a short on the layout, and it has melted itself solid. So it's going to sit on the red track, indicating that there is somebody in there and they're not. So and they're going to light up. So those are those here. So like I say, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to go and paint, and when we come back, I'll show you what we've done. So here you can see all the detailing that's been done. We have the walkways, raised walkways for the service. We've got 2 forklifts, one here and one here. We've got workbenches, toolboxes. This is packages covered by a tarp. We've got pallets. We have sand tower. We've got the fueling booms to fuel the diesels and their operating controls here. And fuel storage. And the same along here. I'll just zoom in a bit and you can see what it looks like. And it's on a tripod, so we're just going to sort of move it around on the tripod here. So you can see exactly what we have. Focus again. There's the fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back this out, and I'm going to go get the building. Oops. Things are moving on their own here. I'll tighten up the tripod head. And let's back this out. Oh, back this out. Back this out. Focus. Here, and we'll just put this diesel down in here. As I said before, this diesel does not run. So now you can see what it looks like from the outside. I'll just zoom out a bit here. No, other way, David. There we go. So that's it for this weekend. Next weekend, or no weekend, yeah, it's the weekend, but it's not the weekend. Next time we're going to be doing all the lighting, and so what's going to happen here is there's going to be lights on top of each track as the tracks go into the building. There'll be the lights that go on the inside. We're going to put some dwarf signals. They're just tiny, tiny little things down here at the center and one will indicate red and one will indicate green. The reason is that this diesel is going to have a permanent home. Got to be careful. There's too many fine little details here to damage. This diesel is going to have a fine little home sitting like that in there, and there will be obviously a red light there indicating that that track can't be used. So I want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate comments, and liking helps the channel. If you subscribe, you'll get a notification that I post, usually on Thursdays. So, as always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I'll see you next time with a new video. Bye for now.